I hope you guys are having a great day so far. Today I am explaining talent selections and stuff like that as well, because some people, they brain deadly, just answer the top talents and that's it. And we're looking at a Wowhead guide on, basically this is the top Wowhead guide done by, I forget his name, by King and Rooster. Okay. There's a lot of these guides that you can basically check in Wowhead, and we're just checking these all out so you guys can get a good wrap or get a good idea of basically what you should be looking for. Now, I'm going to go into the Holy Talents and Glyphs summary. So, the main reason why we want to look at this is that essentially you want to get the right talent set up. Now, there's two talent setups basically. You can set up the PvP setup where you go into Ret, where you get the Benediction, you get the improved Might and the improved Judgments as well as the Point Hearted Crusader, and you get Pursuit of Justice. Okay, you get Vindication as well, but after you get this, it pretty much is basically go into Prot and get Divinity and two Guardian's Favour. Alternatively, you can go to Divine Sacrifice and to DG, and basically overall DG and Divine Sacrifice are a lot better than anything in the Retribution tree. So you can see here, Retribution tree is more self-oriented, whilst it's more raid-oriented. So let's get to the first row of Holy. So you want to get Spiritual Focus. Basically, it's really just improved concentration aura. Then you want to get Divine Intellect. The Intellect is actually one of your best stats, which we'll touch on a bit later. You want to get Healing Light, obviously, because, well, more heals is good as a Holy Paladin. Aura Mastery is actually really, really good because it improves all your resistant auras and all your other auras. It doubles it. It's actually really good for resistance fights where you go from 75 to giving 150. Illumination is probably your bread and butter, makes crit reliable. So every time you crit, you get 50% of your mana back. It used to be good back in the days when you used to get 100% back or 60%, and then nerfed again to 30% because all Paladins did was just stack a bit of crit and int and pretty much never ran out of mana, which is the biggest complaint. With improved lay of hands, some people do put 2 points here instead of 1 point. And they basically what they do is they take 1 point off improved Devo and put this 1 point in here. You can choose what to do here. It's a flexible point which you can put in and out to any of them. Next up, we got improved Blessing of Wisdom, which is obviously a no-brainer. You need to pick that one up. Then you get Divine Favor, which is really, really good. It means that your Illumination recovers some mana 100%. And, oh god, pop-ups on Wowhead, okay? Especially when they've got videos, will get me copy striked. Overall, Sanctified Light, increase your critical effect. That's huge. More crit equals more mana regen. Self-explanatory, really. Then you got Holy Power. Holy Power is just basically Sanctified Light, extra 5% crit, means more mana regen, means more throughput, means more healing. Holy Shock becomes a lot better. It is still not your bread and butter heal, but if you just want to Holy Shock something quickly to get your Infusion of Light, to get an instant Flash of Light or a crit on a Holy Light, that's what you want to do. It is a very quick instant heal, and you just basically spam Holy Light with it. Light's Grace is very important because it makes Holy Light quicker after you cast a Holy Light. Very, very important. Holy Guidance is what makes Intellect incredibly important, is that you get 20% of your spell power out of Intellect, which means Int is your best stat because it provides mana, provides crit, and now provides spell power. Okay, so that's the main point of Int, is that it provides spell power now at 20%. And basically, Int's the main reason why you don't go as well, because if you got more Int, you got more mana, and with more mana, you get more from Divine Plea. Okay? So pretty much that's why, basically Int is the king. Then you got Divine Illumination. This is really, really important, as that your mana costs are 50% less, which means more mana from Divine Plea, a bit of extra mana from Illumination. You're spending less to get a bit less, to get a bit more if you do crit. Then you got Judgment of Pure. Judgment of Pure increases your throughput by increasing your haste by 15%. It also allows you to judge something for like Seal of Light, not Seal of Light, but Judgment of Light, Judgment of Wisdom for the melee players to do it, and you get a bit of a benefit as well. Previously, this used to be only for 15 seconds until the Paladins realized, hey, if you cast this, you actually lose cast time because the 50% haste you get doesn't actually equate to 1.5 seconds you lose from judging. Next up, you got Enlightened Judgments, which increase your judgments from 30-yard range. It also increases your hit chance of your judgments by 4%, which basically is halfway there to being fully hit capped with your judgments. And you got Infusion of Light, which is also incredibly important. Basically, it makes your Holy Lights crit a bit more, and it makes you an instant Flash of Light if you need to instant Flash of Light. And last but not least is Beacon of Light, which basically copies your heals. I'm not sure in this expansion if it copies all your overheals, but if it does, it's fucking great. It's one of the best spells that Paladin can get. Make sure you have a weak aura for this as well. When you go into protection selections, Divinity is pretty much simply put. 5% extra healing is 5% extra throughput. Easy. Guardian's Favor basically reduces the cooldown of Hand of Protection, which is huge. Makes it bot by 3-minute cooldown and increases Hand of Freedom by 4 seconds, which is irrelevant. This is just basically to get to the next tier. Okay, so just ignore this talent. Okay, because Stoicism, you can probably put 2 in Stoicism and 1 here. It doesn't really matter where you put it. Next one is Improved Righteous Fury. You're never going to use Improved Righteous Fury. You can put points in other areas like Stoicism, whatever it is. It doesn't matter where you put these points, okay? This talent, you're trying to unlock the next tier. Now, Toughness, you can actually put these 3 points here into Toughness as well, because, you know, Armor could be very, very impactful if you get hit by AoE ability that does physical damage compared to doing Improved Righteous Fury and potentially getting Threat. Divine Sacrifice is incredibly important because it's an AoE damage reduction. It's huge, especially with Divine Guardian as well. And also at the same time, I'm going to say right now, increase your Sacred Shield uptime, as well as the Absorb. And also at the same time, DG, you know, basically make sure everyone else takes 20% reduced damage when you pop Divine Sacrifice with your bubble. And Devotion Aura, what you can do is increases your bonus armor by 50% and also increases anyone who's affected by 6%. Okay, so it's a wide healing throughput. And that's pretty much it. You know, we explained the Retribution talents as well. Now we're going to go to the major and minor glyphs. So the major glyphs here as well, you can see the Paladins. We'll go through here as well. The main ones you want to get is Glyph of Holy Light. The reason why you want to get Glyph of Holy Light is because your Holy Light is going to be your most pump and dump spell. So any melee who's next week gets a bit of 10% heal. It's a mini raid heal. To be fair, this isn't really that strong of it, you know, compared to the other major glyphs. But any heal for melee is good overall. Next up, the next one you want to get is Beacon of Light. The reason why you get Beacon of Light, extra 30 seconds to Beacon of Light, means you don't have to up time, you don't have to spam it. It's kind of like, you know, Sacred Shield talent with the Divine Guardian, with the Divine Guardian talent, is that, you know, if you get more time in your Sacred Shield, you don't have to refresh it so often, which means more Holy Light, which means more throughput. Last but not least with Major is you're going to be your Seals, okay? So basically a Seal of Light, which increases your throughput by 5%, and a Seal of Wisdom, which decreases your mana cost by 5%. It depends whatever you're lacking. So if you're wanting more heals, this is your man, okay? This is your man. You want Seal of Light. If you're lacking regeneration, you want Seal of Wisdom. But given that you should be getting the Leap Room that reduces your mana cost on Holy Light, it's going to be Seal of Light, okay? So you won't need too much regen. You just need the major. So basically you want to get Glyph of Holy Light, Glyph of Beacon of Light, and Glyph of Seal of Light, and those are your glyphs basically. Next up, you want to go to your minor glyphs. There's very few minor glyphs that you actually want, basically, so it's just going to be Lay on Hands. Lay on Hands reduces your cooldown by 5 minutes, which is, you know, big. The next one is going to be any of these blessings, okay? It just doesn't matter, any of these blessings, but generally you want to do the mana cost, okay? And then after that, you can do Glyph of the Wise since Undead. The minor glyphs just don't matter, other than Lay on Hands and Glyph of Blessing of Kings, okay? They don't matter after that. And pretty much that is Paladins in a nutshell, okay? That's Paladins in a nutshell from the glyphs and talents. Hope you guys enjoyed a little guide on what the reason why you want to invest in these talents for Wrath of the Lich King. If you guys did enjoy, if you guys want more information, if you want more explanations, I'll be doing more of these videos as well to go through, you know, pre-bisses, go through people's gear checks as well. You can put in comments your armories and talents. You want me to look at it as well, to, you know, to give you guys an idea of your strengths and weaknesses with it as well. But yeah, the main reason is just to look at guides and, you know, to really critique and review them as well overall. Anyways, guys, hope you guys have a great day and see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.